Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about juice jacking. What the heck is that? Well, it's the act of cyber criminals trying to steal your personal information when you plug in to public USB chargers. That's right. Let's say you're on the road. You've got your iPhone. A better view of that. Got your iPad, or let's say that you have a laptop. This one happens to be a Windows, but that's okay. Anyway, you're out doing your thing, and all of a sudden you realize, oh no, I am running low on power. So what do? You grab your USB cable, which we have here. You get that. And, wow, this thing is pretty long. And what you do is you're like, oh, let me take my USB cable and plug it in to a public Wi-Fi charging station and get power. Because we know these devices, especially the older they get, they begin to require you to plug in all the time. And cyber criminals are aware of this. So what they have done is that they have started to sabotage USB charging stations wherever you are. Doesn't matter if you're at the airport, a coffee shop, or even in a shopping place, should say store, or at a public event. There are charging stations everywhere, and criminals will commandeer these stations in order to get the information off of your smart devices, which is called juice jacking. Now, the way this works is that criminals understand that the USB ports on your devices have two functions. Number one, that USB port is designed to charge your device. So when you charge or plug in your smart device into a USB cable, then it will allow you to charge it, whether it's plugged directly into a wall outlet using a plug-in, or you can just plug into a USB powered device, such as a computer, a TV, or any device that has a powered USB port. Now, criminals take advantage of the section that allows you to transfer data between your smart device and a computer. So it doesn't matter if you have a Windows or a Macintosh computer, you can plug it in and it will allow you to transfer information back and forth. And that's because tech engineers figured out early on that when people have their smartphones, at some point they're going to want to transfer data off of that phone onto a computer. And the original design for USB cables and smartphones was the fact that you could plug your Android phone or your iPhone into a computer in order to transfer data. Android had its own utility to transfer information back and forth between a phone and a computer, but for those that are Apple users, you realize that the iTunes and iCloud feature allowed you to plug your phone in and to transfer data to your computer. Now, in more recent times, you can obviously use the cloud to transfer information from your smartphone to the cloud, and you could have your data saved there. But that old school technique of having a section of your USB cable able to power your phone and the other section enabled for you to transfer data is still on your smartphone. And Siri was trying to talk to me for a hot second, so we let that happen. Now, how does this work on a Windows computer? So, pretty simple. If you plug it in, and I'll try to plug that in real quick so that you can see what happens. Let's plug our USB cable in to our computer. So, we've got a USB port. Computer should make some noises. Let me open up File Manager on my Windows computer that I happen to be using, and we can see how that all works. Let's see if we get it first, and then my USB cable is acting wonky. So you may have to just take my word for it as far as the data transfer is concerned. Yeah, it seems like I do have a bad USB cable, so I'm not going to worry about that. Most important thing to know is that the FBI is saying that these attacks have increased over recent years. And what needs to happen? Well, now I feel stupid. My phone was locked. All right, let's switch to our desktop and you can take a look and see what's going on. All right, so there is my iPhone right here. So if I double click on it, then it will allow me to, after a few seconds, view the information that is on that device so that I can see what's going on or I can move photos or any information off of that device. Now, when that happens, and you plug your phone into a Wi-Fi connected, or not Wi-Fi, but a USB connected um, device, such as a USB charging station, criminals can see that information and more on your device, and which allows them to do a variety of things, which we need to get into, and that's why the FBI has issued a warning about it. So some of the things that can happen when you are juice jacking or if you're being juice jacked, I kind of like that term, is that criminals could install malware on your smart devices. They can also, like I said before, see all the information on your smart devices, as well as they can program your smart device into a zombie, whereas malware is spread from USB charging station to USB charging station per your phone. And it also includes your devices as well, meaning that if you were to plug your phone into your computer, it would have malware installed on it. And anything else that you installed USB wise into your computer would get infected too. So other things that can happen too are the consequences of this happening is you could become a victim of identity theft. If criminals can see everything that's on your smartphone, then obviously it's going to make you a victim of ID theft. They could install key logging software, which would allow them to see what your keystrokes on your phone so that they can get access to your information. And then finally, you could have ransomware installed on your smart device. Probably freak you out because you see that message and go, oh no, let me call this number and figure out what I can do to get my phone taken care of. And as we all know, that is a no-no. So what can you do in order to protect yourself from juice jackers out there? Now, the quickest and easiest thing that you could do with your device is obviously when you're in public places, you don't want to use USB charging stations to charge your device. The best thing to do in reality, as I unplug my USB cable, there we go, is to obviously carry your handy USB cable, but rather than plugging your phone into a USB charging station, use the plug-in that, or carry a plug-in, preferably the factory plug-in into your USB cable, because obviously this is an Apple cable, it ain't. And then plug it into a wall outlet and let it charge. I know it sounds simple, but many times we, especially when we're on the go, we forget about carrying little things such as a wall plug-in in order to charge our devices. You didn't know, a wall plug-in is going to charge your device a lot quicker than, say, a USB connector. So you should always carry a wall charger, the factory wall charger. Obviously, this is the one for my iPhone, and make sure that your devices are safe. I'm going to say the same thing if you have an Apple iPad. Make sure that you are using a factory cable, which this isn't, if we could get it in there. And of course, a wall charger to charge your tablets as well when you're on the road. And the same thing for laptops, because newer laptops actually have a USB-C cable. This one does not, that you can charge your device with. If you have a USB-C charging laptop, again, get a wall charger and make sure that you are plugging it in and charging your laptop with a wall charger. And obviously, I almost said bring a wall charger for your laptop, but only if you have a USB-C charger for your laptop. Another thing that you can do that is going to keep you protected when you're traveling with your devices is to carry a battery pack, such as this one, to make sure that your devices are safe and secure. Now, I'm not sure what brand of battery pack this is. If you know, leave your comment in the comment section. But it's solar powered, which is great because if you can't plug this into a wall adapter, then you can let the power of the sun charge this and make sure that your devices are getting the charge that they need. Now, this battery pack, if I take it off, has actually two USB outlets on the end. And you can see that there. That allows you to charge at least two devices, which is probably a great idea because when you're traveling, you're probably going to at least have your smartphone and you're going to have some AirPods with you or some type of Bluetooth AirPod. So keep that in mind. And and then finally, um, just make sure that you're using your head when you're in public places. Always make sure that you have a battery pack and a wall charger to keep yourself safe from the scam. But at the very least, charge up before you take off. And make sure, another thing to make sure that you do carry with you would be a USB cable in your vehicle if you have USB ports that allow you to charge your devices. That way, you can stay safe and sound from cyber threats such as juice jacking out there. Now, if you have questions or concerns, leave them in the comment section below. That way, I can answer any questions that you have about juice jacking. And as always, what the heck am I doing? Make sure that you comment, like, or subscribe to this video because I know you all have someone out there that could use some tech advice. So there you have it. I love tech. Well, the purpose, before I say that, the purpose of these videos is to make sure that you are getting the most out of your tech devices so that you can achieve whatever you want with the technology that you use. I love that. I love technology. I've read all the manuals and I'm serious about making technology fun, safe, and easy to use for everyone. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile. And thanks for watching.